Gwe, ni Deloisi Faith Myers, and welcome to the Lennox Island Culture Center. Come in for a guided tour. Here is a map of Mi'kma'ki. Mi'kma'ki is made up of 7 districts, consisting of PEI, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, parts of Quebec and parts of Maine, and also Newfoundland. So PEI in Mi'kmaq is called Ebigwet, which means cradle on the waves. Also around this board, we have names of some animals that are in these areas in Mi'kmaq. So to point out a few, we have Gitbu up top. There's also Gobit, which is beaver, and Jacquet, which is very popular for fishing around this area. Here's our birch bark canoe. This birch bark canoe was made by Frank Mitchell. It is 124 years old, built in 1899. It's made out of like wooden pegs, so you can see the wooden pegs here. And there's also spruce roots holding it together, as well as spruce gum. On this wall, we have some of our historic chiefs. So for example, here we have Chief John Snake. So John Snake was our last hereditary chief of Lennox Island. And then we have John T here, who was our first elected chief of Lennox Island. And we also have photos of John T underneath here. So this is before this photo was taken, and this is a photo from after. And then we also have the Grand Council. So Grand Council is a meeting of all the chiefs around Mi'kma'ki to get together to discuss their communities. There are a few different drums that we use in the Mi'kmaq culture. So the first drum that we're going to talk about is the men's drum. The men's drum sits on a stand where the men sit and drum around it with long drumsticks. The women's drum is a bit different. So the women's drum is played standing. So there would be 4 women or more at each handle here. So they would hold it in one hand and drum with the other standing up. And a hand drum is for both women and men. And this is actually an experience that we offer here at Experience Lennox Island. You can come and make your own hand drum. A direct example of this would be the Indian residential schools. So here we have a statement of apology, which was written by Prime Minister Stephen Harper in 2008. Basically just acknowledging and apologizing to the former students of Indian residential schools. Here is a photo from Shubenacadie Residential School, which would have been the school that children from Lennox Island were taken to. This was closed in 1996.